What is going on, guys? And today we're gonna be touch-upping. I have my E93 paint. It's finally here, and I'm gonna start with the door jambs and then slightly move toward the front of the car. After all, I have a little bit of wax left in the door jambs in between, so we're gonna clean it up first. Then we're going to use the acetone for wiping the edge and refinishing or adding a little bit of the paint to the edge of the door jamb. I'm gonna add a little bit of the paint to those scuffs. They not that deep. The driver's side is worse, but I have a little less space in there. So we're gonna be working with that stuff after all. I don't think we're gonna need to do anything else besides using the brush and the paint itself. I'll use a little bit of the Windex and a microfiber towel to clean the edges from whatever residue is on it. I don't want it to get straight to the heavy duty stuff, which is the acetone. Right now, getting a little bit of the acetone, just a touch. And I'm only going to cover the area that is on the edge. On that stage, I have my towel on my knee, and that's gonna be for basically removing the leftovers of the brush contaminant, the paint, which is gonna be on the brush. It's gonna be pretty simple and easy job in terms of making a touch-up. Basically, I make an adjustment and that's it. I'm not gonna do anything else to it, because if I'm gonna touch it with the fresh paint or with the soft paint, it's gonna make a smear, and after that we're gonna need to sand it and redo it. Let's get a closer look of what we are doing here. I have just a little dot hanging on the tip, so just a little bit more. That should be more than enough. Because like I said, the paint going to self-level it. And like I said, that side is a little worse. So we can see the white all over the place, even after using the Windex, which should clean up the clear coat problems. Been a couple days already. Our paint is hard enough. I still feel a bunch of imperfections in terms of those bumps. The paint, which is, I forgot what is the company name, but it sucks. As you can see, there are 3 or 4 layers, and you still can see the base from behind. So here we have quite a good example what to do or what not to do. The paint was too thin first, and the second, I don't know how it was mixed, but it's not really matching to the color of my original paint. So I have 3000 grip sandpaper here. I'm going to only clean the edges, and as far as I feel like those imperfections, I only sand it down just a little bit. After that, we're gonna use the 105 compound, which is from 0 to 12 on a scale of 12, and then we're gonna use the ultra polish to just make that panel shiny, back to the shine. Car was polished, so I'm not gonna be going into the details of the polishing. We're gonna have a complete series of the polishing, washing, and a ceramic coating, which is gonna be in the future. The other side did come out really bad, and I'm gonna show you the results of it. I'm kind of really disappointed of the paint and probably my skills as well. So after all, we're doing the wet sanding, only the spots. Making a really slight moves, and we are doing a pretty good job in terms of smoothing the surface after all. Up to me, we are solid here. I don't want to go any deeper because of the paint. If I gonna sand a little bit more of that stuff, which doesn't look good, we're gonna start seeing that primer which was at the start. Instead, I'm gonna use the orange disc with the 105 compound. It's gonna cut all of that stuff, the leftovers of the paint, and especially if there's fresh paint on the top of the clear coat, that's gonna remove whatever is contaminants is on it. I'm gonna put just a little bit for the lubrication. Also, I'm gonna be going strictly on the edge. The disc gonna get the portion like the 1/4 inch of the panel as well from outside and the inside. So we don't need to push it flat in terms of the outer corner. I'll reverse the drill. And as you can see, the line, it's pretty thin. We don't really have that after sanding effect. So that was our goal. After that, we're simply gonna use the red pad and ultra polish to just get back all of that shine. Also, massage compound or the polish inside of the disc firmly. That time it's gonna be much slower and we're gonna try to control the speed. I'm gonna put in the first gear and gonna press the trigger all the way down. Also, if you can see, there is still a little bit of imperfections. And believe it or not, but that chip is completely filled with the paint and to the touch it's smooth. That's why I said the paint is too thin and it basically showing everything which is underneath. So if I would get the proper paint, there wouldn't be a problem in there. Right on the edge, as well as we had the softer disc and it's getting the wider area. The paint is really thin. The layer is actually the same as the clear coat and the base layer all together, but you literally can see the base, the primer underneath. And that's why I said the paint is not good, because it was too thin from the start. Kind of okay with results, because we still fixed that kind of whitish dots, which has been the scuffs from the door was hitting something, but really it could be much better. I'll get you the link in the description for the company I used. You're not going to repeat my mistakes, but after all, like I said, I'm kind of okay with the results. It's not too bad and it's not too good. It definitely looks better than it was, especially whenever the direct light coming on the door jamb, and I cannot really see any type of like blends or whatever. If you're gonna get really close look, you definitely gonna notice that. But after all, it is what it is. I'm not gonna be going too crazy about it. Like I said, it's more than enough for me. Anyway guys, if you like the video, please put the thumbs up button there, subscribe my channel and leave me a comment below.